Okay, I'm going to tell you about my adventure with this electric snow thrower. So let's see what's inside the box. I bought this from Temu.com for $121. You can see the box arrived undamaged. Everything's well packaged. That's important to note for later on in the video. There's an instruction manual, the snow chute. You can see it has a metal auger with plastic protective guards over the auger, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and do the assembly following the instructions in the manual. Just a quick disclaimer, this is not a paid promotion for any product you see in this video or for Temu.com. I'm just giving you my real world experience share. And it's fairly self-explanatory, goes together pretty quickly and easily. Just need a screwdriver. I will say the nice thing about Temu.com, I was a little skeptical to be honest. But I bought a few things from them now, and the items arrive relatively quickly. They seem to arrive more quickly than buying things even from Amazon.com. And Temu oftentimes will offer free shipping on almost everything, just about it seems. And Amazon lately, they used to ship stuff in really huge boxes. Now they ship stuff in smaller boxes, but they don't package things as well as they used to. And I've had stuff get damaged from Amazon. You show up and your box is crunched and smashed. So again, this is Power Smart, is the manufacturer. And it's an 18-inch electric snow thrower. It's corded. You can also buy an electric snow thrower that's battery powered. These little clips simply hold on the power cord. So again, we're following the directions. Now we'll go ahead and assemble and install the snow chute. The snow chute on this is nice. You can see it's adjustable. So you can control the angle that you throw the snow and how high or low you throw it just by turning that handle. Then we'll secure it in place with the supplied screws. And these red-handled knobs are what hold the top of the chute in place. And you can adjust it as well. Pretty user-friendly. It does not turn 360 degrees. I want to say maybe 180 degrees. You can turn it from the left side to the right side. Give you a better look at the auger there. So again, I like that it's all steel construction. Then it has those plastic wear protective pads on the auger. And this unit is belt driven. So there's an electric motor that spins a pulley, that spins a belt, that spins a pulley, that attaches to the auger. It's got 2 reels in the rear. I was a little concerned that it doesn't come with rollers or skid plates on the front. We'll see how that works. And there's a push button, safety button. There's where you plug it into your extension cord. Has comfort grip handles there. There's a fully assembled snow thrower. So I'll give you a view of that belt. By removing this side cover, just a few screws. That pops off. Has a little spring-loaded automatic belt tensioner. You can see that big white pulley is what drives the auger. Give you a quick demonstration. Okay, a quick tip that I recommend, take you some WD-40 and spray the undercarriage of your snow thrower or snow blower, and also spray some WD-40 on the inside of the snow chute. It'll help protect the metal components from prematurely rusting. It'll also help the plastic parts, but the main thing the WD-40 will do is reduce the amount of snow and ice that cakes on and sticks to the snow chute or the inside of the snow thrower here.
Wow.
So we got a little bit of snow. Let's try it out. So far, so good. Fairly light, fluffy snow, maybe about 2 inches at the most. Again, I kind of wish they had some skid plates or some small rollers on the front. Now, an issue I had with this one, even though it's brand new, first time I went to use it here, you'll see in a minute, the plastic scraper on the bottom of the snow thrower fell off and broke into 2 pieces. And I didn't hit anything. You can see my driveway is just a normal flat driveway. I think you'll see it or hear it in a second. Yeah, right there. See, I'm picking up the pieces. Yeah, I'll show you. There's a plastic scraper. You can see it just fell off and broke into 2 pieces, unfortunately. So without that scraper, you're going to have a bunch of snow being thrown out the bottom rear end of the snow thrower, and it's going to make a mess. So I'll see if I can file a warranty claim and get a warranty repair part, since this unit's brand new. You can see it does a pretty good job. And here's where the adventure begins. So there's a broken scraper. And again, I didn't hit anything. Just normal use, following the directions. This part fell off. So you can see there's 2 different email addresses they give you on the owner's manual, a phone number and a website. Turns out they actually have 2 different websites as well. One on the website filled out my warranty information, got the part number in the book. You can see they call it a scraper. Part number 98, or item number 98. And you can see the part number there on the right. I went on their website, filled out their contact form. I got no response. Called the number, spoke to this lady named Evelyn. She seemed pretty annoyed and frustrated with me that I even called with this issue. This was her email response. She kept talking over me in the phone call. I told her I bought it in November. For some reason she had it in her head I bought it in December. Regardless, she kept calling it a shave plate. I said, no ma'am, it's called a scraper in the owner's manual. No, it's a shave plate. She said, we don't usually do a warranty claim for wear items like this. And I said, ma'am, I used it the first time and the part fell off and broke in 2 pieces. So a couple weeks went by, never heard from them again, no phone call, no follow-up email. Finally, I reached out to them again via email and phone call. Talked to a different lady, was a little more friendly with me, and it said it did ship via FedEx. Signature was not required, which was a concern, and it said it was delivered on December 23rd, like at 6 p.m. And you can see in the picture it's dark out. The FedEx driver left it right in the middle of the front porch where you could see it from the street or the sidewalk. The FedEx driver didn't ring the doorbell, didn't knock on the door. My security camera didn't even pick up his motion. And unfortunately, because of that, a porch pirate stole the package overnight. After wasting several weeks and then having the package stolen, here's my solution. A piece of wood with 2 corner brackets. Woo! I also bought this universal roller wheel skid slide kit. There's the part number for it. Bought it on eBay for about 20 bucks. So I lined everything up, drilled holes to mount those L brackets or corner brackets to the unit, and used some self-tapping tech screws to mount it to the snow thrower. I'm going to go ahead and set out installing the roller wheel slide skid plates or shoes. I'm going to adjust that wooden scraper later in the video. You can see there's still too large of a gap between the ground and that wooden board. I'll fix that later. So I'm just using a Sharpie to mark out where my mounting holes are going to go. These have a lot of adjustability to them, which is nice. I can even reuse one of the mounting screws for this plastic cover to mount the slide shoes. And it comes with washers and nuts and some low profile hardware, which is nice. You can see there's slotted holes, so that gives you quite a bit of adjustability. And this should help the snow thrower glide more smoothly as I push it along my driveway, make it a little bit easier to steer. Because without those, what I'm noticing is that auger kind of bounces or vibrates up and down and hits the ground. Yeah, just having the 2 wheels in the back just isn't quite enough. So these will give that auger some extra support. And again, that low profile hardware that you see, the heads on these are really thin and wide, so that's really nice. Obviously, I'm being careful here because we're mounting this to a plastic cover. Don't want to break the plastic. I'm just going to use some washers and spacers in the kit and some washers and spacers I had on hand to get the shoes adjusted just right and make the hardware work. I'm just using a fender washer and a little bit longer screw to mount it here back in the existing mounting hole. Once Once I get this side done, I'll turn it over and do the other side. So you can see I'm adjusting those shoes so the wheels touch the ground. But I don't want to have them pushing up on the auger where the auger has a big gap between the concrete driveway and the auger, because then you're not going to throw all the snow. You'll be leaving a bunch of snow behind, if that makes sense. So on the drive side, I first need to double check to make sure the hardware is not going to rub or hit that white pulley. I think we'll be okay because the hardware is low profile. And again, same thing like the other side. I'll be able to reuse one of the existing mounting holes, which is nice. Got it where I want it, so I'll just mark it with a Sharpie. This universal kit is great too because it comes with 2 spare wheels. So if you wear these wheels out, they give you 2 spares in the kit. Woo! Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want the hardware to go and where that pulley rides. Drill my hole, install the hardware. So now I just want to see if the auger will spin freely. And I'm looking and listening for any grinding or rubbing. I don't hear or see anything, so I think we're good to go. That's what it looks like. And again, I had some fender washers and some spare bolts on hand as well. So I'll reattach this plastic cover plate and drive the rest of the screws home. Just double checking the auger, make sure it's not hitting the hardware, that pulley. Yeah, you can see one of the spare wheels right there in the bottom left corner. So yeah, just a simple fender washer, a little bit longer screw. If you don't have this kind of hardware, you can buy it at Lowe's or Home Depot, Ace Hardware, etc. Here's a closer look at the spare wheels it came with. Again, 20 bucks for the kit, not bad. Just want to make sure the shoe's level. I'll go ahead and tighten the hardware gently. Yeah, it rolls nicer. Just need to adjust that scraper so it sits down lower. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference with those shoes. There's where I want the wooden scraper to sit. Again, that prevents snow from being thrown out underneath the back of the snow thrower when it's in operation. And it kind of scrapes the snow and keeps it pushing the snow towards the auger, if you will. So I'm going to drill some new mounting holes. And again, using my self-tapping tech screws to attach those corner brackets to the metal bracket on the snow thrower. There, that looks a lot better now. Yeah, that should work a lot better. Let me know in the comments, have you had a similar experience like this with your snow thrower or snow blower. Okay, so we got another snowy day. Seems to be working just fine. Those shoes and the wooden scraper doing the job. Something to note as well, when you use one of these snow throwers with an extension cord, you just want to be mindful of your extension cord. You don't want to run it over, obviously. And make sure you buy an extension cord long enough for however far away you need to use the snow thrower in relation to your outlet. Seems to be working just fine. I hope this information helps you. Again, this video wasn't trying to badmouth or bash PowerSmart. I was disappointed with the customer service experience I had. Hopefully you have better luck or don't have that problem at all, hopefully. But I definitely recommend installing these roller wheel skid slide shoes. If you don't have them, they work great. Try to give you a better view of what I'm doing. If your plastic scraper breaks off, you might want to consider making your own out of a piece of wood. It worked well for me. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.